right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday, guys. Gold had a beautiful move yesterday. Let me just get the everyone on Zoom in here. Let's get the Zoom fired up. What's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Still Wednesday, yeah. Still Wednesday for some of you guys. Good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are from. It is my morning time here. Do I find gold not as tradable in Asia as it is in London? No, Asia has some fantastic moves, to be honest, man. Asia last year was probably one of my favorite sessions. That's why I started doing these Asian streams more. Sometimes it can be, you know, a little bit slower. It does take a lot of patience, but so many times Asia has some absolutely phenomenal moves. Phenomenal moves. And, you know, Asia can kind of set the tone for London as well. You know, if Asia ranges, London can be good. If Asia has like a big 100-tick move, London's probably going to range. So they kind of work together, to be honest. Morning, guys. Morning, Scott. What's going on, man? Yeah, some absolutely incredible moves last night on gold. We had some phenomenal pushes, which I kind of wish I stayed up for. Morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning. We saw gold come and take out last week's high, which we were speaking about on Monday. Had some decent pullbacks for the week and we came straight for them weekly highs. You guys go back and watch the live stream from Monday. We spoke about the liquidity above last week's high in 2,700. When I checked the charts this morning, which is kind of the first thing I do when I wake up, I was watching us hover around this high and I was really hoping we wouldn't liquidate this so we could buy into it in Asia. You kind of see here, you have just come up, you liquidated that high and starting to hold below. That doesn't mean we can't get pushes into 2,700. I still think that's a pretty decent trade. But I would like to see gold have a bit of a pullback and then continue buying gold into 2,700. Yesterday was an absolutely phenomenal close. Look at this on gold. What did we do on... This is why yesterday's buys was so nice. I have a small run on my personal still. Yesterday was so nice because you closed back above. You confirmed the fake out. You had a weekly trying to flip bullish, a weekly support. You know, the flip of this daily yesterday gave you about 200 ticks. You go back and look at the weekly. It's what we spoke about early on in the week. Even the flip of the weekly, you know, which is a tiny move, is still about 100 ticks. You could have literally just spent most of the time just waiting for that. And yeah, now we're very likely going to come up and tap into this 2,700 region, which is major resistance. But buying gold into last week's high was a very nice trade. So hopefully you guys did maximize some of that, or at least you guys on Zoom didn't get trapped in these sells yesterday. This pullback on gold here is what we spoke about in our pre-New York market call. This is what we needed to see before this push up. But this, that was a weird wrist roll. Why did it do that? What the hell's going on there? Let's fix that. How do I... anyone who was selling here on gold yesterday, this pullback, to me, this pullback on gold was nothing but a retail trap to jump in shorts and put their stops just above this high. So you can see you had this really big push down, held support of this previous high here. Look, to drag this up, look at this. Previous resistance, support, resistance. Rejected, grabbed the lows, held support, flipped back bullish. So this here, yeah, to me was nothing but a big retail trap to jump in shorts. And now you're coming up and grabbing these highs. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. So yeah, really nice push last night. Really nice push. So I'm keen to see what the Asian session brings today on gold. But obviously we know. Hey man, what's going on? Welcome back. Obviously daily is, you know, very bullish now. We've broken above major resistance again. You know, the most logical place where you could see gold next is back up here. So ideally today in Asia, I'm not going to be shorting gold. I'm going to be looking for longs. Where could that be? Maybe just a, it kind of already has. You know, you can see here. Even look at this on the 4 hour. This is our beautiful liquidity continuation plays. Came down, wicked a lot of the lows. Even this 4 hour that had no bottom wick in London came down, wicked that, boom, straight back up. Now you're trying to squeeze higher here on gold. So you kind of have grabbed a lot of downside. There's not really too much downside liquidity that I can say necessarily needs to be grabbed. But in order for us to get a good risk to reward, yeah, I would like to just see a little bit of just a... You kind of already here already so far this morning. You know, you've already come down, grab lows, close bullish. Like you're already trying to get back higher. So we got this hourly close in about 12 minutes. So if we wait for that, we'll see what we get. But yeah, continuing to buy gold today in the Asian session, to me looks like a very logical trade. Very, very logical trade. Continuing to buy gold into 2700 looks really nice. Hi everyone. Hey man, what's going on? Welcome back. What do you think about doing one-to-one trades? Also negative risk rewards for high win rate. It's been working decently for me. Nothing wrong with that, man. Outcome's still typically the same. But using fixed risk rewards, negative risk reward, you know, is fine if you have a good win rate. But limiting yourself to just sticking to one-to-one risk reward, it doesn't really work like that. Risk reward is never fixed. If you try and trade, you know, like a one-to-one risk reward and say if you have a stop down here, say if your stop's like 50 ticks, okay, cool, my one-to-one is going to be 50 ticks here. You start all of a sudden just drawing random take profits. So then you never properly get out of trades. Whereas take profits are never just based on a risk to reward. Take profits are based on price action. But negative risk to reward, yeah, it's fine if you have a good win rate. Yep. The biggest thing is you just want to be able to execute well. Whatever helps you execute more, amazing. But don't focus so much on having the biggest risk to reward. You know, just execute well. Execute well, manage your trade when it doesn't work, and maximize them, take profits. Oh, it's hot today. It is hot today. Meant to ask on that nice trade we both got yesterday. Once we broke above the resistance, we grabbed the hourly highs. Which one, man? From where was it? Like down here? To me, this was just the most logical place where you would come to next is here. So that was just runners anyway. But yeah, the most logical place if you're buying from here. Where's the next resistance? Right here. So here to here is all you really need to take out of it. You know, you never would have squeezed up like there, but here to here is very good. If you get out before, you know, maybe if you got out like here, that's also good because you were kind of rejecting. But if you get out here, where you're closing your trade when price is aggressively closing bullish in your favor, you should get out of your trade when it shows you signs of slowing down. And once you know, where is it? Here, break above this area, or then the range is from here to here. So the most logical place next would be here. The roof floor of the house. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't hear about that. Damn it, Sydney, wow. It is very, very hot here. Trading more. Yeah, whole strategy is based off liquidity grabs. The whole plan is based off liquidity, yeah. Clean this up here. Gold's having a little bit of pullback, which is nice. That's what we want to see before we start trying to buy it at these major highs. Continues on range hold? Nah, not really. I don't really need to change things up. What we've got here works very well. I don't really need to try and search for something else. Broker, I use Ninja Trader and Blueberry Markets. I'm in Australia at the minute, man. Down under. Pissing down here? Yeah, it's take hot than rain. Yeah, absolutely. It's very, very hot here today. The aircon's blasting and I can't even really feel it. A lot of markets had some really nice bounces yesterday. Remember we spoke about the S&P being at that major weekly support. Look how we held that support and just continued ripping higher. Beautiful push for the stocks as well. Look at that. Almost a 3% bounce off that major weekly support. Really, really nice trade coming up into this trend line as well. You start breaking out of this, you can see S&P squeeze a lot higher. Nasdaq as well. Came down, major support, faked out of this sort of little triangle formation, which is what you typically see when you form these. People try jumping longs here, stop loss goes below there, you came down, grabbed people's stops, held this very nice support, and bounced higher. Beautiful rejections on Monday, grabbing last week's low, holding the support 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then pushing higher. So some very nice moves. Copper still pushing. I know oil had a big breakout recently. Is oil still on the push? Yeah, oil's still on the push. Not too much of a pullback on oil. You kind of see yesterday you did come down. Where did you tap into? Previous day's low and then flip back bullish. So hoping you see more of a deeper retracement on oil, but previous day lows is clearly enough. Very nice push. Yeah, Bitcoin's already started to have a beautiful push after that. Very nice liquidity grab. Ripped the lows, held 90,000. Next stop, 100k. Easy trade. That was an easy trade. 6%. Beautiful. That was a very easy bounce. Even if you just wait for this day to close where you grab the lows, then you buy here on Tuesday. Boom, look at that. Highs of what, 6%. Very simple trade. Very nice trade. Gold Coast night, the race tomorrow. Nice. Own a horse that's running. Wow, cool, man. That's cool. Nah, I've never tried a fusion market, man. Yeah, stocks are shaping up really nice. I'm still in an Uber long. I'm bullish on Uber. Back up to about 70. Faked out of this big trend line. I was willing to scale in at 55, but you broke back above it, held it, and now you're trying to see Uber continue to squeeze high. Another one I'm in at the minute is SMH as well. For only a little bit left. Already got it from here to here. I'm trying to see if we can get some squeezes a little bit higher. Netflix, let's have a look. I haven't really had a look. Let's have a look. Obviously, look at that. Wow, what a year last year. Where was last year? January. What a year. Wow, I haven't looked at this chart in a long time. Almost 100% last year. Wow. That's fucking incredible. Netflix being at 850 though, you know, if you buy it this high, even to come up to all-time highs, it's like 10%. I think there's nicer risk-reward opportunities than that. It's very overextended now. Buying at all-time highs is kind of a little bit too risky for me. I think there's nicer opportunities out there. But what a crazy run. When was this drop? 21. Wow, what a push. Crazy recovery. But yeah, for me personally, it wouldn't really be worth it. I think there's much nicer opportunities. XRP, let's have a look. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Continuing the run. Very. I don't know where all my crypto levels have gone. I used to have all my key levels posted on here. Back at that $3. near all-time high resistance. You know, you broke massively out of this trend line. You broke above $2, held $2. Now you're coming back into 3, which is beautiful. If I was still in any XRP, $3 would be a pretty logical place to lock in some gains. But now that you're this high, yeah, there's a high chance you'll spike out all-time highs. But if anyone isn't already in XRP, there's a lot of greed in the markets right now. So I would be taking profit up here. I certainly wouldn't be buying up here. There's a lovely, lovely, lovely push. It's just been an absolutely phenomenal push. Like 400%. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, if anyone isn't, yeah. If I was in this, I'd be, you know, securing some, securing right here. USD, nice. Let's have a look. Goldie, how long we got? 2 minutes till this hourly's gonna close. Start over, I'm here. All right, we'll start again, man. We got you. Start from scratch. Longer term buys for gold is going to be depending on the ranges, but I like gold this year to spike up to new all-time highs again. This year to see gold at like 3,000, depending on how the fundamentals go, wouldn't be too crazy. How did the US dollar react off that news last night? Not really too much. US dollar still holding up pretty well. Which if you see US dollar start to creep higher, you could see gold go lower as a overall outlook. But to be honest, I would like to see the US dollar come back down to some deeper levels. But with the way that closed yesterday, it's not as bearish of a close as I would have liked. But yeah, I would really like to see the US dollar come back down to like, yeah, about 107.5, which should squeeze gold higher. But yesterday's close wasn't really too convincing. Unless we break yesterday's low, then yeah, you break yesterday's low on the US dollar, you're going to see 107.5 come in. Which means you could see gold continue pushing higher as an overall outlook, which, does make sense. Had a beautiful push. Alright, back to this hourly close. Let's have a look here. Hourly close coming up here on Goldie. Grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows, closing in a bit of a range. I would assume Asian sessions should continue buying gold. Instant bottom wick. Let's have a look. Instant bottom wick grabbing the lows. 15-minute did close bearish, so you got some liquidity above here. You got 3 equal highs. Well, I see gold squeeze down a little bit lower before I look to buy, but this is a strong level as well, though. It may just start to rip it soon. Let me get the... You're going to squeeze it from here, gold? I can't really get a risk reward to buy it from here. Futures grab the lows, holding. 17 takes the highs. Oh, look at this. On the buys yesterday. Oh wow, beautiful. Yeah, you got from 2.3. Yeah, beautiful entry. $3. Yeah, that's a fantastic. Look at that. Technicals are so clean there as well. That's a beautiful trade. $3, yeah, with that trade, I think is a fantastic return. It's so easy, when you're pushing this high to think, oh, can we still keep ripping? Can we reach all-time highs? Like, yeah, maybe, but with a trade like that, I wouldn't be afraid to lock in some gains. That's a fantastic trade. That's a beautiful trade. That puts gold to shame. Look at that. Beautiful trade. Simple breakout and liquidity grab. Look at this here on gold, squeezing instantly higher. You may see a quick spike here. Just came down, grabbed the lows, closing bullish. If this 5 minute doesn't grab these highs and bottom wicks, could we have a buy into 2700? 25 ticks? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Grab the lows, held support. Just wick down a little bit. Bring in some sellers, and then we can look to long. And I'll be looking to target around 2700. Oh, don't just rip it, Goldie. Don't rip it, Goldie. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, you good risk reward. That 11 AM volume kicking in. Strategy can be applied to anything. Yeah, absolutely. Crypto, stocks, gold, absolutely anything. Principles are the exact same as thing. Like, you know, once you get good at trading and psychology, yeah, you can trade any markets. That's why it's so good to think about trading for the long term. You know, you can be trading until we're 70 years old. Long term swing trading. Oh, wrong screen. Sorry, guys. Gold squeezing higher here, though. I would want to see a little bit more of a bottom wick before we squeeze, because my buy target is 2700. So I would need to see a pretty decent bottom wick to want to chase this. Kind of a little sort of... great video you posted. Thank you, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Liquidity grab, break above, hold, boom. Nice little inverse head and shoulders there on gold. If we bottom wick from here, would it be worth it? 20 ticks, maybe. It'd have to be a pretty steep instant bottom wick. You'd manage risk around here. Give us some Asia goods today on gold. Even these buys that came in yesterday after that big retracement was even still around a weird time, London time, like 4:30 London time. End up grabbing the lows, inverse head and shoulders, broke out, retested and boomed. It's quite late in the day. Instant top wick here on gold, not buying here. Not buying at this high. Squeezing high here on Goldie. I need to see a pullback. Taking this 5-minute flip. Risk reward is not worth it. So if it just keeps on creeping up, well, I certainly won't be chasing gold at weekly highs. Look at this. Weekly highs. Big resistance here. A little bit annoying seeing it run up so early, but you know, that's gold. Came down, grabbed lows, held it, pushed. Gotta be on it. Gotta be on the ball with Goldie. I'll be on Top Step TV tomorrow as well, guys. Anyone wants to tune in? Be on Top Step for the Power Hour about 2 p.m. Central Time. %64% people long here on Top Step. 36% people short. You got to be careful at these highs though. This is why I would have loved to have been in these buys, because as soon as you get to the resistance that we're at now, that's where I'll be managing my risk. So do I want to be a buyer on gold this high? Not really. Do I want to be selling gold? No. I want to be selling gold against yesterday's candle. So what can you do around these highs? Not too much, to be honest. Create some liquidity, pull back, and then continue buying. That's pretty much it. Super simple. Super simple. Do we have any other news this week? I don't think we have any more major news. I think that was probably the biggest catalyst. We got pound GDP news today. And then we got retail sales. And then tomorrow, nothing. Oil's booming. Oil is booming. Little gap up there as well, look at that. Gap up on oil. Same as copper. Copper is finally broken out this ugly range as well. All waiting for that news yesterday. Crab lows finally broke out and continuing to push. Everything is on some amazing runs, which if we're not already in, there's not really too much you can do, unfortunately. Look at that. Came down, grabbed the lows, held it, ripped higher. Straight into 2,700. Look at that on gold. Straight into 2,700. That's what we spoke about on Monday. An absolutely incredible push. What's that from? The Monday lows, what's that? It was a 400 tick push this week. Absolutely insane. We're short in oil today. Yeah, it's pretty risky considering oil's broken out. Been bullish since January. That's very risky. It's been on almost a 650 tick breakout. So yeah, shorting is very aggressive, especially when you have liquidity above as well. High chance you're going to see oil continue to rip these highs here. Do I prefer gold or Nasdaq? Gold, absolutely, man. Gold is my favorite. Nothing wrong with trading Nasdaq. Gold just moves much better in my time zone. And I find it a lot more consistent and more simple with the way that it moves. What is this here already on gold? Look at that, it's a 50 tick move already. That's phenomenal. What a push. Yeah, with gold, you know, you can trade gold in Asia, London, or New York. And it moves very well in all of them sessions. Whereas Nasdaq, obviously, you just want to really be trading it during New York. That's why I love gold. Had the down move yesterday as well. Big push. Incredible moves, look at that. Faked out on Monday, held it on Tuesday, just continued to push higher. You'll see that continue to squeeze. Gold is booming. Shame to see it push so quick, but you know the opportunities were there. Pretty messy range. Could be in for a dip lower. Grabbing some highs. Major support. Yeah, I mean, we're going to watch gold. Be very patient with gold now. Now that you've tapped that 2700, that's full upside targets met. Full upside targets met. Came down, grabbed lows, closed bullish, just continued pushing. What was that? 19 ticks. Not worth it. Not worth it. So we'll see how long we trade Asia for, but probably not long, to be honest, because there's not really going to be that much of interest. Why would there be? All liquidity's been hit. Previous weekly highs have been hit. 2700's been hit. That's what we've been speaking about all week. These have all been absolutely smashed. You know, there is a possibility to squeeze up higher overall. But does that mean you just start buying gold here after this insane push? Absolutely not. You want to be a buyer on gold, you'd be a buyer down here, not up here. Let's see, 5 minutes still squeezing lower. You guys feel free to shoot with any questions. There's not going to be any trades here. And you have to kind of, unless, you know, you create some liquidity and pull back for London, I'll be surprised if you see much for London either. You need to see, like, you know, at least like 3+ hours worth of price action. Like, you need to see some, you know, if you form some liquidity up here and pull back, like that would be beautiful. But expect some pretty big ranges. What you want to see is price come up, you know, create some liquidity, pull back, and then you can keep buying. It's the only really way you can trade this high. So watching gold live right now is completely pointless. So you guys shoot over any questions, otherwise I'll be leaving Asia soon and going to enjoy the day. It's already had that amazing push up. Thank you for the latest video. Yeah, absolutely, man. Glad you enjoyed it. If anyone hasn't seen it, be sure to go and check it out. Sharing some hopefully useful insights. Wrong screen. Hit. I'll share it here, look. Copy. Catch you London. See you then, man. See you then. What do you think about platinum? Let's have a look. I've never actually traded platinum. I just don't like how it's always so rangy. So what's going on? Daily time frame though, you've had a pretty solid push down. So I wouldn't want to be buying against that just yet. A healthy pullback would be nice though. You could see a pretty healthy pullback on platinum. So I'd probably be waiting for a breakout. Maybe, you know, you've came down, you grabbed some highs, came down, grabbed some lows, coming back up. So, you know, if you can get some bullish breakouts, that would be a pretty decent range. But other than that, yeah, I would be careful buying or selling down here. Oil to have the next pullback. It was yesterday, man. Oil pullback yesterday. Pullback yesterday, grabbed the lows, continued higher. That was the pullback, man. Pullbacked on Tuesday, pullbacked on Wednesday, continued pushing. Oil's already had the pullback. Broke out, pullback, continued higher. Broke out, pullback, continued higher. This was the pullback, this was the pullback, this was the pullback. But downside on oil shouldn't even be crossing your mind. Like, why even thinking about pullbacks? Oil's been on a almost a 700 tick push up. Pullback shouldn't even be crossing your mind. Almost an 800 tick push up. Just keep buying. Your job as a trader isn't to try and predict pullbacks or predict when it will pull back or where's the top or where's the bottom. It's to wait for pullbacks, breakouts, and continuations. You see this big run up on oil. Everyone tries to short here thinking it's going to be a massive pull down, and then you just miss a very simple continuation move because you're always trying to be right and fight the markets. Oil's breaking up, pulling back, continuing higher. So if you're not already in this, there's nothing for you on oil up here. You buy oil down here, boom, up here, you do absolutely nothing. Your job is to react, not to predict or fight the markets. Oil is bullish, so you got to let it run. Here's where you buy. If you come back down again, cool. That'll be where you buy again. Heading off, thanks. And yeah, no worries. See you for closer to London. But there's nothing to say oil can't just continue pushing. I wouldn't say that it has to pull back down here today or tomorrow or anything like that. If it does, great. Otherwise, you could easily just continue pushing, which it's kind of like similar to gold. Like if you're not already in oil buys for whatever reason, up here you don't do anything. Up here is where people start aggressively jumping in shorts because they missed the simple buys from there. This is when you said you wanted to buy here, you didn't buy here, so all of a sudden you start revenge trading in sells here, and then before you know it, can just keep creeping up. So if I was trading oil and for whatever reason I didn't get this move, I just have to accept that, leave oil, and wait for it to pull back, and then I'll consider buying. But up at these highs, yeah, I wouldn't be touching it personally. What are we up to, Goldie? What are we up to? Rejecting off that 2700. Still rejecting, which is a shame because that would have been our targets. Our exit was 2700 for the week. Like I say, I will not take a single sell position on gold today. Do not short gold today. Not going to be my best. It's all good, man. Them days happen, man. It's all part of trading. You're never going to be the perfect trader. It's all about how you react to the losing days, man. We all make plenty of mistakes. I still make plenty of trading mistakes. It's more so just about letting go of the mistakes, getting the mind back right, and coming back the next day. You're never going to be a perfect trader, man. No such thing. Accept what you did, maybe right or wrong, and then move on to the next trade. Or if you're still a little bit frustrated about it, come back next week. The markets are going nowhere. The markets will be here tomorrow, the week after, the month after, and the year after that. So never feel like you need to chase back any sort of losses. Get the mind right, and then come back when you're ready. How did the euro pushed higher? Pushed higher, ripped back lower. You got big pound news today, which will be interesting. Very, very big pound news. You can see you kind of came up here, liquidated some highs. Very similar to US dollar, holding some big resistance here. Could you see pound continue selling off with the news today? Coming down for a new low? Very, very possible. What time is that news? Yeah, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. London time, you have pound news. You could see pound futures have a pullback lower, maybe back down to here. How did the DAX move yesterday? I didn't trade it, but how did it move? Squeezing higher still. Massive push. What did you do in London? Not very much. Where's London? London. Yeah, London. Beautiful push. Then bam, look at that. Huge. Exactly, man. Gotta be there to trade another day. Bullish breakout on gold. Still squeezing high here, guys. We're not going to see anything today on gold, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. Nothing's going to happen up at these highs. The buys I wanted on gold was up into 2,700. Now you're at that resistance. I'm literally just watching gold for the sake of it. I'm not going to get any trades up here, so we may as well just leave it and see what happens closer to London. If something shapes up closer to London, we'll jump on for a London session. But for Asia, I'm not going to be trading gold. Gold's already had a fantastic push up yesterday, a fantastic push up here today. You're back at the resistance, so anyone who's trying to trade gold up to these highs is just revenge trading, the very easy buys that happened early on in the week. So yeah, we'll leave it there. There's no point watching it for the sake of it. You guys on Zoom, I'll let you guys know closer to London session. If something shapes up, we'll absolutely jump on for a London stream. But I'll keep you guys posted. For now on gold, I'm not going to be watching gold for the next like 3-4 hours because I need a lot of price action to even considering wanting to take any day trade. So yeah, close the charts, guys. Go enjoy some time off, and we'll see what the day brings closer to London. Save that mental capital. Zoom, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers, guys. All right, YouTube fam, I'm going to leave gold there now. It's unfortunate that it had the move up so early, but it's pretty much what I was expecting after such a big move. You know, Asia will just continue to buy gold, but now we're back at that 2,700 level on gold. I'm not going to be buying gold up here. The buys were yesterday, which we got. Now we're back at this resistance. We need to wait for price to develop a little bit more. I'm not going to be selling gold this high. I'm also not going to be buying gold this high. So I need to see some decent pullbacks over the next 2 to 3 hours. Go enjoy some sun, go to the beach, do anything other than watching gold go sideways. And potentially, if something does shape up, I will jump back on for London. You guys on YouTube, be sure to join the free Telegram where I will post some updates throughout the rest of the day as well. Whoever left early, you're missing out on the link. I'll post some free updates in here throughout the rest of the day and if we jump on for London. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. If it is your guys' evening, enjoy the rest of your night. Don't trade gold here in Asia. It's already had a fantastic move, and I'll see you guys potentially later on for the London session. If not tomorrow, definitely for the London session. Trade safe, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.